What is going on, bro? Welcome to the video and welcome back to Mexico. We're still here. I know we've been here a while, but we aren't going home yet. Check it out though. The first half of the trip we went on a lot of adventures, took you guys along for some of them, but the last 3 or 4 days,
yeah, we've just been straight chilling,
just laying on the beach doing nothing, and then all of a sudden
these clouds.
I didn't even know there was clouds in Mexico, but like it's trying to kill our vibe, but bish won't kill our vibe. We got some good plans for tonight. We're about to go drink a bunch of sangria. We're gonna take you guys with us. We're gonna answer some questions you sent us on Instagram, and let me just say that when the sangria is flowing, nothing's off limits. Chin chin.
Cheers. Oh, I just hit my tooth.
All right. First question, what did you think and how did you feel when you first saw Julia? So before our first date, like I had seen her in gym clothes at the gym, but we hadn't talked too much. On the first date, I show up, we're outside, we met outside the movie theater in our neighborhood of downtown Boston, and she's wearing this baggy ass sweater.
Okay, let's like preference this. It was winter time, it was snowing, it was like really fucking cold in Boston, and like people wore sweaters. Like it was open back. I thought it was cute.
It gave me like an easy thing to like tease her throughout the date. I was like, oh, you know, that's a nice sweater. Did you borrow that one for your mom before you went on the date?
It was a really nice sweater. I don't know what he's talking about.
But no, I had seen what was underneath, at least like, you know, the general shape of it. So
he hadn't seen what was underneath.
I wasn't worried. But Julia, she was super awkward on the first date, super nervous. Like she was tapping her knee. I remember the whole time we were getting this drink of wine, she was tapping her knee. But I found it really attractive and cute. Oh, I never thought about this. If a turtle loses its shell, is it naked or is it homeless?
He's naked. He's naked, right? Like, because he could possibly still live in the wild.
Can a turtle live without a shell?
I don't know.
I mean, it's not clothing. It's also not a home.
But I feel like it's a necessity for them.
Aren't they like, isn't there skin attached to the shell? I feel like, here's my answer. It's not naked, it's not homeless.
It's dead.
It's dead.
In fact, it is their rib cage and their spine.
How's the COVID situation in Mexico? Are you free to do what you want? It's pretty relaxed. Honestly, it's like Texas here. Luckily, you know, because of the temperature, most like restaurants are outside. So like the waiting staff is wearing masks, but people who are coming here are people who want to travel. So like naturally people are more relaxed about it down here.
But it's actually really funny. Every time we go somewhere, they like take your temperature, but it's like not like, it's like a very awkward thing. Like they just like shoot
They don't even
you.
look at the gun. I feel like I could be coming in like 110 degrees and they just be like, all right, yeah, you're good, bro.
They just like pointed at you. It's like, doesn't do anything.
Most embarrassing moment with a girl. Have I said this on camera before?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna need a little sangria.
I know, I'm like chugging mine.
I was out for my 21st birthday at college with a couple buddies and this girl from my econ class. We called her Econ Girl. You know how those college nicknames go. And I didn't even think anything was gonna happen that night, but like we made our way back to my apartment, then my friends left, me and the girl were there. And I don't know, she probably made the move on me. I don't remember, man. But during this time, the first time I hooked up with the girl, we were like changing positions from being on top of her to being, you know, I don't know. We were changing positions and she kneed me in the ball. She kneed me in the ball and that was that. Soft, nothing finished after that. On a serious note, I think that's the reason I didn't pursue girls super hard for like probably 6 months or a year after that. I was like, it's not worth it, man. That was awful. Scarring. All right, when y'all having babies?
Yeah, like next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday afternoon, like 3 o'clock or so.
I'll pencil it in.
When I met Julia, she definitely had like a more like the girls always do, right? Like a concrete timeline in her head of like marriage, babies, and all that. And
but I think it definitely changed. Like,
well, she thought she was gonna live in New Hampshire the rest of her life, and I was like,
yeah, like be pregnant by 27. Like I had like this like really strict, and now I'm 27, and the last thing I could think of is having kids anytime soon. There's just so much I want to do before having kids. Definitely in my 30s for sure.
I mean, we're engaged. We still got to get married before like we cross that bridge.
Don't you guys worry. There will be lots of little how to beast babies running around.
All right, you're gonna have to fill me up for this next question.
I got you.
Are you a lightweight with alcohol? How did you know, bro? Is it that obvious? Nah, but for real, Back in college in my early 20s, like, I went as hard as the next man on the regular. You know, I went out Wednesday to Saturday night, sometimes Sunday night. And then I think when I hit age 27, it's like, oh, this is what a hangover is. Like, I don't think I experienced what a hangover was before 27. Yeah. What happened last night? Where am I? This is not good. This is not good. Do you know what else is not good? When you get stuck living in debt. And that's why I decided to partner with Upstart to be the sponsor of today's video. It doesn't matter if you're struggling with credit card debt, student loan debt, or any type of debt. You want to pay it off as fast as possible, because otherwise you're just going to lose more and more money through interest over time. And that's where Upstart can help you out, because it's basically a fast and easy way to get a personal loan to pay off your debt all online. Over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple fixed monthly payment, and the way it works is that Upstart finds you smarter rates with their trusted partners because they assess more than just your credit score. It only takes 5 minutes to get an online rate check. You can see your rates up front for loans from $1,000 up to $50,000. You can receive the funds as fast as 1 business day. Just a heads up, your loan amount is going to be determined by your income, credit, and other information provided in your loan application. If debt has been taking over your life, this is an opportunity for you to lower your monthly payments. All you have to do is go to upstart.com/howtobeast, or you can click that first link in description to get started now. Just make sure you use my link so that they know who sent you. Now I just gotta figure out how to make it back to last night. And bro, that is why I only drink like a couple drinks per night, 1 night per week max right now. I'm gonna make an exception for y'all tonight though. If you ever got the chance to visit Mars or the moon, would you take it?
Well, I feel like the moon's a little sketchy, so I think Mars. Aren't they just like? Isn't Elon Musk trying to get like Mars to be the next?
People regularly visit the moon. The moon is like travel. I don't think humans ever been on Mars.
Yeah, I know, but aren't they trying to
So
get?
how's the moon sketchy?
Well, it's not like you can live on the moon, right? Because it like doesn't get enough sun.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this. I would not take that opportunity.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't like long plane flights. We fly a lot, but like, I feel like it would be dark. There would be no palm trees. There'd probably be no gym.
I don't like eating things out of a bag. Like, I don't trust
The
that.
food wouldn't be good?
Yeah, there wouldn't be any breakfast tacos.
Look, I'm gonna watch a few space movies, but like, yeah, until they got breakfast tacos on the Mars and moon, maybe then I could take a trip. I don't think it'll be that like, I don't know. I don't think it'd be worth it. This one's for Julia. If David starts simping, will you leave him or still stay?
Oh gosh, I don't know. It's like, how invested am I, right? I'm just kidding. No, I don't feel like that's something he would ever do. Unless
it's like when
he had like a brain injury or something, and then I feel obligated to stay.
It's like when Julia asks me these things, like,
the what if?
If I lost my legs, would you stay with me?
He's like, no. He's like brutally honest.
When are you moving back to Austin? A lot of people ask this question, and I know at this point we've made a lot of trips back to Austin recently. We've explored land, building homes, condos, a lot of different opportunities.
We're all over the place.
Stay tuned, but like,
we got big plans coming. Don't tell them anymore.
Yeah, just stay tuned. All right, what's Julia's OnlyFans? Julia, what's your OnlyFans?
I don't have one yet. Just kidding. Guys, I know a lot of girls that have them, and like I totally respect those girls, and like if that's what they want to do and make money off it, more power to them. I just don't think that's something that I would ever want personally for myself.
I told Julia she can't start an OnlyFans. She can start an Only David.
I'd only have one fan. David.
I think that, I don't want to get deep in OnlyFans, but I think that a lot of guys who watch OnlyFans, it's really hurting their confidence with girls, because it's like, it's giving, I know like a lot of the ideas, like the girls message you personally and stuff, and it's giving you like this false sense of connection and validation that's going to prevent you from meeting real girls. So I don't go deep on it, but I don't really like the psychological impact I think it can have on a lot of guys. What's the craziest thing that happened to you during sex? Damn. I don't know if this is the craziest thing that happened, but one of the first times, you're going to remember this, one of the first times we hooked up, and she had this little like garden level. They call it in Boston garden level. It's like basically you're underground.
That was garden
There's like a little window up here. You can kind of like, oh, there's a ray of light coming through. So she's in her garden level, like 200 square foot apartment.
AKA the dungeon.
And we were hooking up, and Bo, the brother, man, who y'all very familiar with, he didn't like me yet. Like I could give him a treat at that time, but I couldn't even pet him. And as we're going at it, the brother man jumps on the bed, and he licks my butthole.
And all of a sudden he's like, oh my god, your dog just licked my butthole. Like, get him, put him in a cage. Like, he was freaking out. I'm like, I'm not putting him in a cage.
He went in a cage for a little while after that. But it was one of those things, like, it happened once, I was like, I'm just gonna ignore it. And it happened again, and I was like, yo, this is gonna mess me up if I don't say something. If you get a chance to meet any person in this world for like 10 minutes, who would it be and why?
Oh, I know who you'd pick.
You know who I pick?
Yep.
Who?
Kanye.
I pick Kanye. I pick Kanye, man. I know a lot of people. He's a divisive persona, but not only do I think he's the greatest musician of all time, like legitimately, and I'll argue that to the death with someone. He samples so much different types of music. Each album is such a different feel than the last. The more you listen to it, the doper it is.
Fanboy over here.
I'm a fanboy. I just feel like if I could pick his mind, he's such a creative genius that it would just be amazing, but B, like maybe I could get some low-key inspiration for like YouTube and like different. I don't even know what would come out of that conversation, but Kanye.
The first name that came to mind is Mia Hamm, and I think it was because growing up, like, she was such a huge inspiration to like women in sports, and like she was like an idol. So I just like, she broke so many different barriers and like all this stuff. So I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to sit down and just be like, yo.
This is one of the tougher questions I've ever been asked. $2 million or your girl?
What?
That's a lot of money. $2 million?
I'd drop him for $100K. So just kidding.
Oh, that's how you value me? I'll take 40 Julias for $2 million.
No.
Nah, I'm just kidding, man. Money is money. Money can be made.
Can't buy you happiness.
I'll take your girl. I mean, my girl. Maybe your girl. You have dope tattoos, bro. Thank you. Talk about them and their meanings. All right, so the first tattoo I ever got was this one. The Nodo. It's kind of like the symbol of Sevilla, which is the city my family's from in Spain. It's called the Nome ha Dejado. There's a whole long story behind that, but you can Google it if you want. The second tattoo I got was just the top, just Marcus Aurelius up here. I've read a lot of Roman Stoicism philosophy. He's one of the main like Roman Stoic philosophers. He was also the emperor. And that's why I got that. That had a big meaning. But then the rest of this arm, man, to be honest, I was like, it wasn't so much about the meaning. It's like, I started with this Roman theme, so I'm just going to continue the Roman thing. I have a gladiator fighting a lion. That's kind of a throwback to the Gladiator movie, Russell Crowe. We got Julius Caesar here with the rose. On the back here, we have, it's like a Roman soldier with a dope helmet. And what I started to realize, by the way, keep showing him this, because the guy who did the bottom half of my arm is just insane. Alfonso Cortez in Austin. But what I started to realize is that the meaning of the tattoos becomes less what you thought it was going to be, and it becomes more like it just reminds me of who I was in my life at the moment that I got it. So for the rest of that sleeve, I'm like, I just want this to look dope. How long do you think you'll be filming for YouTube? How long do you think I'll be filming for YouTube?
For a while. I mean, he is obsessed with it. He loves the process. I could see for another maybe 10 years.
It's going to depend on like how the platform of YouTube changes. I mean, part of me is like, I'm obsessed with doing this. I'm just going to keep doing this forever. But part of me is also like, at some point, I'm not going to want to make 2 YouTube videos a week where it's a full day of filming, a full day of editing. I have no plans to stop. Like, this is my fucking passion. I'm obsessed with making videos. Like, making a Q&A video for like this, for me, I like it because it shows a more personal side, but like, it doesn't satisfy like that creativity of the crazy drone shots and the storyline and the adventure. So I can't honestly say, but not soon. And the last question we have time for, you know what? Hold up. You got any drink left?
No, I've been chugging it.
There's so many apples in here, I can't chug it, but will the Stay Beastly yell make a comeback?
No.
People ask this every video. Like, why don't you yell? I'm gonna be mad, bro. I started to feel like it wasn't as beastly as just like really saying stay beastly, and it was more impactful. But I know a lot of you guys miss it. So, you know, maybe we do a comeback sometime. Maybe I'll start throwing it in there just when you least expect it, just so you guys watch to the end of the videos. Hey, I'm gonna start doing that. You guys don't know what's coming, but it's coming. Anyway, the sun is starting to set, even though you can't see it with this crazy ass weather. And I'm also very hungry, so we're gonna wrap this video up here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the more laid-back, personal vibe. It's always good to change it up. If you're still watching, I appreciate you, bro. Hit the thumbs up button. Julie's telling you. I'm telling you. If you're new to the channel,
make sure you hit subscribe
and turn
on notifications.
Subscribe and notifications on. If you don't turn notifications on, sometimes YouTube doesn't tell you. I'll talk to all of y'all in the next video. If I don't, I will be mad, bro. It's kind of a quiet, nice place we're staying at here, but stay beastly.